Hey guys, Antoine from Team Canada Pro here. A lot of you might know that I like to fish for pike on the ice, and I like to use tip-ups for pike. You know, tip-ups are one of the best ways to catch big pike on the ice, and I'm gonna show you real quick how I like to set these up. Let's get into it. So first of all, you're gonna need some tip-up line, some decron that they call it. I like to use at least 50-pound tests. You might get away with less than that, but I like to use at least some 50-pound tests. So you're gonna need that. And also I like to use these quick strike rigs, which consists of a couple treble hooks usually. Those are 2-aught hooks, so pretty nice size usually for the type of bait I like to use. You can use different types of baits. You know, you can use smelt, mackerel. You can use some sardines, suckers. You can use a lot of different baits to fish tip-ups for pike, but today we're gonna use some sardines. You know, there's a couple of good ways to use a quick strike rig. I'm gonna show you how I like to do it usually. So what I like to do is I take the front hook and I put it right behind the head right there, facing it that way. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other treble hook. I'm gonna put it at the back of the bait. So I like to do it that way because you want to make sure that your bait is sitting horizontal in the water. That's the most important thing. You want to have a pretty realistic presentation, I would say. So I like to do it that way, and plus, just you have to keep in mind that the pike is always gonna eat the bait head first. So by doing so, pike is gonna come in that way. It's gonna eat it head first. So your hooks are facing the opposite way. So you're gonna make sure that you get a good hook penetration in the mouth of the fish. So pretty simple, really. This is how I like to use bait for my tip-ups. If you have a sonar, it's gonna help you a lot. You don't necessarily need one, but if you do have a sonar, I'm gonna show you how I like to place my bait in the water. Usually I like to keep my bait in the middle of the water column, or sometimes just above the grass. So by having a sonar, I can place my bait exactly where I want it to be. You need to keep in mind also that pike usually look up to feed. They're not gonna feed on the bottom. So you wanna make sure that your bait is a little bit higher in the water column, at least above weeds. I'm gonna show you how I like to do it with the sonar. There is actually a fish looking at it as I'm speaking. There's actually something. Oh my gosh, guys. So anyways, let's get back. Oh no, he's coming up again. Oh my gosh. Might be a perch, but that's interesting. So now, as you can tell, I have 8.5 foot of water, and I'm gonna put my bait suspending. I'm gonna put it right there at about 5.5, so that the pike can really have a good chance at seeing the bait. It's not gonna sit on the bottom. If you don't have a sonar, all you can do is drop your bait down all the way to the bottom, pull the line out, and then you can adjust after that and find the right depth. But like I said, usually I like to keep them about in the middle of the water column, just like so. You don't necessarily have to use big bait for big pike, but usually that's the case. You know, they like to feed on big baits. So, but if you have these smaller baits, you can still get away with it. I have a few buddies who like to catch pike with these little 3-inch minnows. So. You can try different things, you can experiment, but general rule of thumb, you want to use some big bait. So this is what I'm using today. So that's about it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna try to do these informative videos on the channel as much as I can, and I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy them. So stay tuned and good fishing.